The Tooth Fairy's Visit from XZ's Imagination Igloo Series. The Tooth Fairy is coming, and everyone is excited. XZ is ready to go to bed. He knows this will be a special night. XZ's tooth is secure under his pillow, and his favorite stuffed animals are tucked in tight. XZ closes his eyes and falls fast asleep, quietly hoping to hear the Tooth Fairy sneaking in or opening the window. Outside, the sounds of insects buzzing, and those who like to howl at the moon could be heard faintly in the distance. As the wind breezes lightly against his windowsill like a silk scarf, XZ opens his eyes to the glow of a bright blue light. What is this blue light approaching from the doorway? He thought to himself, blinking a few times as his blurry vision washed clear. Drake, get up! Get up! The Tooth Fairy is here! She came for my tooth! XZ exclaimed. Drake XZ sat up fast. Both of them are wide-eyed in amazement, and their faces are illuminated from the glow of the blue light. It's so close now. Slowly, a vague image emerges and becomes visible. Now they can clearly see a small fairy flying, hovering in front of them. Her hair is bright red, and it's pulled back into a ponytail. She is wearing a sparkly green dress with tiny pink shoes and carrying a miniature red bag. The fairy is gleaming and glowing as she's floating and smiling at the XZ brothers. She is not surprised that they are awake. Hello, boys. I am Siri. She introduced herself. I am your Tooth Fairy. Did you know that every family has their own Tooth Fairy? XZ and Drake XZ are so amazed with what is happening, they can barely say a word. Siri, their Tooth Fairy, gave them both a high five and declared that it is time to collect XZ's tooth. XZ rushed to grab it for her. She thanked XZ and put the tooth away in her red bag. Then she reached into her bag again and pulled out a little bottle with sprinkly blue powder inside. This immediately caught Drake XZ's attention. Is the blue powder a magic dust or something? He asked. The Tooth Fairy laughed and nodded, not holding her smile back. Yes, you can use this dust to calm me whenever you have a bad dream at night. I will fly as fast as I can to be here for you, Siri comfortingly reassured them. Then she grabbed a book out of her bag. Siri started reading a story about a magic city where all of the Tooth Fairies come from. Apparently, every Tooth Fairy is assigned to look over one family. The Tooth Fairy Queen, who rules the City of Fairies, has a list of all the families in the world. And she makes sure every family has their Tooth Fairy on duty at all times. XZ and Drake XZ are thoroughly enjoying the story from Siri, and they're listening intently. Then suddenly, they hear an indescribable noise. It was almost like the sound of static or ocean waves crashing on the beach. And they were back in their rooms, in their beds. Papa XZ and Mama XZ were announcing that it was time to wake up. Good morning! It's time for breakfast. They cheered as they quietly continued their announcement. Huh? Where is Siri? Drake XZ asked. Yeah, and where is the blue magic dust? Asked XZ. Mama XZ and Papa XZ chuckled lightly to themselves, then hugged the XZ brothers tight and explained to their boys that this was just a dream. XZ was stunned and frozen in disbelief. As he snapped out of it, he slowly slid back down. Before his head landed on his pillow, his hand felt something crimply brush across his knuckles. XZ lifted his pillow and found a rare $2 bill. The Tooth Fairy must have slipped it under his pillow before she left. XZ and Drake XZ knew this was not just a dream. Siri will be back again to tell them more stories about the Fairy City and their adventures. They ran downstairs excited about this. They were ecstatic, loving life and feeling grateful, lost in thought, smiling and daydreaming, remembering details about the Tooth Fairy's visit. The end. Thank you so much for joining from the xzfamily.com for this epic story time with the XZ family. Did you enjoy the Tooth Fairy's visit as much as we did? After meeting Siri the Tooth Fairy, are you looking forward to her next visit? What about the XZ brothers? Will they find that special blue magic dust? Thanks to inspirations like Michelle Obama and Tony Robbins, we are taking initiatives to be the change we want to see in the world and in our local communities. Thank you again, XZ family and friends. See you all next time. Let us know what you think at the xzfamily.com or in an email or a comment. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for all of the new releases from the XZ family. Email us now to join our mailing list so you don't miss out on the next adventure with XZ and his little brother, Drake XZ. Visit our website to learn more about us and our Healthy Futures fundraiser.